What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level. And today I am back on offense with something great for you guys. A money play out of Gun Bunch Week. Something that I'm sure a lot of you have not seen yet, and for good reason. Now, I was checking out the West Coast playbook. Not a playbook I've really looked too much into this year. And it's actually a pretty decent playbook. A playbook that I feel is definitely overlooked by a lot of people because I overlooked it myself, but definitely a pretty decent playbook. But the best thing about it that I found was that it probably has the best Gun Bunch Week in the game. And obviously Gun Bunch Week is pretty much considered the best formation in the game, at least by most players. So that's a really good reason to use this playbook. If you're a heavy Gun Bunch Week user, I would suggest checking out the West Coast playbook. But aside from it being one of the best Gun Bunch Weeks, it has a play that is not in any other playbook, and that is the dig halfback out. And this play is crazy, so I want to break it down for you guys. Now, also, if you use like a custom playbook or something like that, I would definitely suggest putting this play in your playbook. Now, two things I want to point out before I show you the setup and show you how to run the play. The halfback route, first of all. This route is, we've seen this route in other plays, but for some reason in this particular play it's a little bit faster and it cuts a lot faster, so it's pretty much going to beat any zone and any man. You have to play underneath coverage and zone to stop it or manually take it away, so that's a good thing about it. Now, the route to Amari Cooper, this deep post, again, we've seen this in plenty of plays, but this one is a little bit different. It doesn't look different, but it is. It kind of just cuts at a shorter angle and almost will just run like horizontal across the field once it cuts. And because of that, it's just going to get under any deep zone in the game. It's just going to be something, again, that has to be user defended. So we have two routes that are really good that pretty much you have to do specific things to take them away, so that makes this play good. And then what we're going to do for the setup is streak the tight end, and we're going to slant both the A and B receivers. Now we're going to motion the B receiver to give him that delayed release. We're going to snap it right when he sets, and we'll show you why in a minute. So first I want to show you this halfback route. Look how money this is. We're playing against a regular Tampa 2 now. That Tampa 2, that cloud flat is going to drift back with that deep post, and that's going to give our running back all day to run. And then on the opposite side of the field, we have the delayed slant. I'm sure most of you have seen this, and that is another route. Again, you either have to play underneath coverage or you have to manually guard it. So we have two routes on opposite sides of the field that you have to either commit your defense to playing underneath the stop or you have to user guard them, and you can't user guard both, so that makes it real tough. And then over the top, as I'm going to show you right now, we have this deep post. Now we can hit it quick like this, pass lead it to the inside, bullet pass lead it to the inside, and of course hold the possession catch so that we hold on to the ball. That's very crucial. But the good thing about this post is how it runs so horizontal. It's going to put us in a situation where we're able to even wait on it a little bit if we want. Oh man, I accidentally went past the line of scrimmage there trying to avoid the block shed. But I'm going to show you we can wait on it a little bit as well. And by doing that, it's going to give us a chance to get a bigger gain out of it. So let me show you that real quick. Just need to kind of buy the time because you know the block shed in practice mode is crazy. So as you can see, we wait on it and we're able to get a bigger gain as it crosses the field. So this is a very tough deep post. Again, that has to be user guarded. So do these two underneath routes. So that's going to make it hard for our opponent. So now let's say they're in cover 2 and they do play underneath coverage to try to take away our underneath, our slant, and our halfback route. Well, now we're able to pass lead this streak to the inside. We can possession catch that. That's a huge, easy gain. So if they're playing underneath, we're going to have the streak. We're going to also have the post because they're playing underneath, so the post is naturally going to get even more open if they're playing underneath. So they're going to have to pick the streak or the post to user, but we're also going to have something else if they decide to play underneath, which is going to make it impossible for them to user everything. We're going to have this A route now. I don't know what happened there, but they just came absolutely screaming, so let's run that one more time. We're going to have our A route if they play underneath coverage because the cornerback over there is going to drop down to play the halfback. So this is going to give us a third option to go to if they want to play underneath coverage. As you can see, and I accidentally lobbed that. I meant to bullet past that. So let me try to run it one more time. It's really just kind of the block shed here is kind of just rushing bad passes. And you know that in practice mode, the block shed is just absolutely overpowered, not realistic to the real game at all. But again, as you can see, this is how it should look. If they're playing underneath coverage, we have the ability to get a huge gain that way as well. So those people that are going to try to play underneath to, you know, stop your dink and dunk routes, now you're going to have 3 ways to kill them for huge yardage, and they can't use them all. So cover 2 is a no-go against this play. Now, going against cover 3, is going to pretty much be the same thing. If they're not playing underneath, the first read's always going to be this running back here. Everything's dropping back, so we're going to hit that running back, and again, we're getting about 8 to 10 yards with that. It's money all day if they don't play underneath. So that needs to be your first read. It's a nice quick read that's going to pick up huge yards for you, because a lot of people don't like to key in on the running back on defense. And then again, on the other side of the field, because of this delayed slant, he's going to get underneath those zones if they're not playing underneath coverage. So we have two quick reads on opposite sides of the field that you have to adjust your defense to stop. If not, you're out of luck there. Now again, we're going to have this deep post. This is a really, really, really good deep post. As you can see, just look how it gets underneath everything. I just pass lead it to the inside, hold the possession catch so that they can't come down and try to make a hit on me. And again, just they can't user guard all these at once. So now let's say they play underneath coverage, of course, because they're trying to stop the underneath stuff. So they're in a cover 3, they're playing underneath. That's fine. And let's say they want to user the deep post, right? Because they know what we're trying to do. Again, we're going to have this A receiver just pass lead it over there. And in this case, I'd probably hold that possession catch because the window's a little smaller. But as you can see, even if they play underneath, use the deep post, we still have the slant. So again, that's a no-go. Now let's go to man defense. Again, this is going to be another great play against man. First thing we want to look at is the running back route. Now, this is where I recommend definitely having a better running back, just because against man, if you have a guy that's actually fast and has good route running, someone like a LaShawn McCoy or David Johnson or a Le'Veon Bell, you're going to kill any man-to-man linebacker in that situation. And as you can see, Latavius Murray, not necessarily the best running back, and he is out there just absolutely annihilating the linebacker in coverage. We're going to also have the ability to hit this deep post. Pass lead it inside, bullet pass lead inside, possession catch, money all day. Now, we also have the two slants. Now, if they're pressing, the A slant is sometimes not going to get open for us, but the B slant always will. And you'll notice if they're pressing, the B slant's going to release right away, but he's always going to get that inside positioning. And you can see just how many yards of separation he got there. Now, Derek Carr threw a bad pass, but you can see he had the separation. So let me show you again. If they're pressing in man, your wide receiver is not going to delay release, but he's still going to release inside. And you can see, look at the huge gains we're getting there. I mean, that's money. So we have the post, we have the running back route, we have the slant over there. Now, if they play man and they don't press, then that's going to give us the A receiver as well. Most people will typically press if they do play man, but I just want to show you that if they don't press and they play man, now we're going to have A as well wide open. So you can see this play right here is a killer, and the best part about it is it's in Gun Bunch Week, which has some of the best plays in the game. You have verticals, you have corner strike, you have PA post, you have Z spot, you have decent runs. I mean, this is, like I said, if it's not the best formation in the game, it's definitely a top 2 formation in the game. So if you use the West Coast playbook, or you have a custom playbook and you take this play, you're adding just another deadly play to the scheme that is already a pain to stop. So this is a play you should definitely get in your arsenal, and it's just going to take your offense even to a higher level than it already is. So I just found this play for the first time myself, and it's late in the year, so even I'm still finding new things, and I think that this would be something a lot of people will have trouble stopping, because it's something a lot of them haven't seen themselves either. So definitely put this in your game and see what it can do for you. If you enjoyed this video, just as always, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, so really quickly, I know I just ended the video, but I forgot to show this against cover 4, so I wanted to briefly show this against cover 4, because I know some people are going to say, well, does it beat cover 4? And yes, it does beat cover 4. This post route is going to do a good job against cover 4 as well. So I'm going to set up the play just like normal. There's nothing different about it. Get the delayed release slant over there, and you're going to see that this is a great cover 4 beating post as well. Same thing, bullet pass lead it to the inside, always hold that possession catch. That's always going to be crucial for us. And as you can see, even a cover 4 can't get down there to defend it. And then we still also have some other things we can do against cover 4. This delayed slant again is going to be good because it's going to get underneath the zones. It looks like he's going to come down to play it, but if you time it, he's going to get underneath that, and then we can catch that up the field. Let's see what else really quickly against cover 4. I'm not sure if the running back Yeah, we can get the running back. If we have some speed, we can kind of get him on the outside. But that's not going to be the go-to. You're still going to want to look for the post and the slant. But the running back would still be an option there. You just need to kind of let him clear the purple zone first. But again, as you saw, this works against all the defenses, even cover 4. This post is extremely glitchy. So you know, if you're using a custom playbook, this absolutely needs to be in your playbook. If you haven't checked out the West Coast playbook and you're a gun bunch user, again, check it out, because I think that you could really dominate with the gun bunch formation alone out of the West Coast playbook. So once again, just like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.